Chag Sameach. The Torah says that on the holiday of Sukkot, you are to live in your sukkah as if it's your own home for 7 days. Leviticus chapter 23. Basukot tishvu shiv'at yamim. You shall sit and dwell in the sukkah for 7 days. The rabbis understand this to mean that a person should live in the sukkah as if it's their own home for 7 days. So whatever you would do in your own home, you should do in the sukkah. So if you're eating a big meal, you should do that in the sukkah, and according to the halacha, you are also supposed to sleep in the sukkah. We'll get in a moment into why many people don't do that, but really you're supposed to do everything that you do in the sukkah. So the first night, there's, in addition to that, a special obligation to eat the first meal in the sukkah and to eat the first kabeitza of bread, the first amount of bread, 3 ounces, in the sukkah. That is extremely important obligation, as important as eating matzah on the night of Passover. Then there's the obligation that if a person is eating bread or cake, considerable amount of cake, then they also have to eat it in the sukkah, and they make the bracha of leishev basukkah. Now, do you make first the mezonot or hamotzi and then the leishev basukkah, or the other way around? That's a matter of discussion. There's a difference of opinions between Ashkenazi and Sephardic. Please look down here at the description section, and you will see a link to an article about it. But you're really supposed to live as if you were living in your own home, and do that in the sukkah. Now, there's another rule that says that hamitztaer patur min sukkah. If a person is under distress in the sukkah, then they're exempt. Why? Because if you would be in your own house, you wouldn't be staying at a place where you feel ill because of that. And so too with a sukkah, you don't have to sit in the sukkah if it's raining, if it's extremely hot, etc. And that's the reason some people don't sleep in the sukkah, because they wouldn't sleep in those conditions, usually, even if it would be their own home. But the bottom line is, if you're eating something that's mezonot or hamotzi, have it inside your sukkah, and if you are sleeping and you can sleep in your sukkah, if it's safe and it's all good, you should sleep in your sukkah. And then it's also a mitzvah if you're just having friends over, if you're having a conversation, if you're reading a book, you should do that all in the sukkah and enjoy its unbelievable spiritual power. Chag Sameach.